Hello, good morning, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you had a very wonderful weekend. We give God the glory. Now, today there is an interesting topic I want us to talk about. That is empathy. Empathy, compassion. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. The ability to understand what another person is going through. Try to put yourself in that person's shoes or place yourself in that person's position so you can understand better whatsoever that person is going through. Now, you realize that in the Christian community, there is a lack of empathy. That a fellow Christian will come out and share his or her problem with people, and then you realize that out of 20 persons, only one person, you find only one person whose comment is filled with empathy, with compassion. Now, this is one of the things that causes many to leave the Christendom. This lack of empathy. That we feel, we shouldn't come out and share your problems. Or we feel you should just keep it. That's very wrong. That's a very wrong mindset. The Bible talks about Jesus having compassion on people. Yes, even the Bible talks about that God's compassion fails not. Father of mercies and the God of all comfort. That's what the Bible calls God. Now the Bible also talks about having interest in the things of others. Everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to have the right advice. And we fail the most important thing, to understand what that person is going through. And then the next thing, we move on to judge the person. There is this issue that came up on social media. This guy came up. He's a sickler. And he came up. I've been his friend on social media, and as God will have it, I know him, but not that too closely. His finances are depleted, everything gone, trying to survive. He's not even excelling in anything. Then he came up and vented his frustration. He was angry at God. That statement, God shows mercy on whom he will show mercy, and is actually applying to him. God has decided not to show him mercy. He has been suffering right from when he was born. We all know what sickle cell anemia is. You are born with it. It's not a matter. It's not your fault. It's not something you got maybe through a mistake of yours or something. You are born with it that way. He has been suffering right from when he was born. He has been contemplating suicide. At a point, he even wrote that God should just take his life away. He's tired of living. He wants to live. And then people can make comments on that post. And I can tell you that only out of how many persons who commented on that post before I got there, only one person had empathy. The Bible talks about Jesus having compassion on people. He heals the sick. What of the woman with the issue of blood? Jesus having compassion. We talk about Lazarus, Jesus weeping at his tombstone. The mere sight of his friend being embalmed, being already buried, evoked emotions from him. We saw how the Bible just wrote that the emphasis was on that verse, Jesus wept. We are to emulate Jesus. We are to emulate him. We are made in the image and likeness of God. Where has our compassion, our empathy gone to? Where has it gone to? All because we want to prove that we are deeper Christians than the other person. Instead of us to use our words to edify, we are tearing down because we want to prove a point. We want to prove that we are deeper in our walk with God than the other person. Why? What are we trying to prove? What point are you trying to prove when your brother, your sister is down there and you cannot pull him or her up? What point are you trying to prove? Now, you don't know what that guy has gone through for the 37 years he has been on earth. What makes you stand as a judge over his matter? Why then do we wear this badge of Christianity when we are easy to pull down, we are easy to strike down? But it's hard for us to pull up. It's hard for us to lift one another person up. I will implore each and every one of us in our own little niche, in our own little corner, try and have empathy. Exercise empathy whenever you are dealing with a fellow Christian, even if the person is not a Christian. Whenever you are dealing with another person, with your words, with your actions, let's show empathy. Thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next week. Bye bye.